Y'all, yesterday at 3:36 p.m., 3:45 p.m., 4:20 p.m., 4:20, yeah, 4:51 p.m., and 8:15 p.m., I got a call from a young girl, and she left a message, said twice, and said, call me back when you get this. I need to talk to you. So I tried to call the number back, and it went to a fast beep, so evidently it was not a legitimate number, which was kind of odd that they asked me to call them back. And so today at 12, the young girl called me. I answered the phone. I went ahead and answered. And she started to berate me and get on to me like I was some child, because I have posted videos about an entity here in this town that's harassing me. And I made the statement on there that they weren't drug tested, and she was like, they are too drug tested. Well, no, they're not. I called the state that is over them, the state organization that's over them, to talk to them about filing a complaint. And I asked them, do you drug test these people? And they said no, because they chase me all over town. They act erratic. It's the only explanation is that they're possibly doing maybe even prescription drugs, and that's how they can get by with it, is it's prescription drugs. But that doesn't stop the fact that, they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and their job is very important in this town, and their erratic behavior does not support the oath that they took. You're supposed to do no harm, but they've got a GPS tracking me, is what I feel, because they show up everywhere I go. I don't care where I go, they show up. And just, this little girl has no idea what she's talking about. She has not even a clue, because I've dealt with this, been keeping records of it for over 3 years. I've got a timeline stored in a couple of different places that I keep on it, and I keep records of their showing up around me every single day. And so I haven't been going downtown very much because I've been sick. But this little girl has no idea what she's talking about. And let me tell you something, little girl. You're starting off on the wrong track, because you hacked into my stuff to find out my home landline. That borders on stalking. You are, the pathways being paved for you to become a lawbreaker and a criminal and a stalker too, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're stalking me. You won't tell me your identity. You wouldn't tell me who you were today because you said you were underage, which means if you get caught doing what you're doing, you're going to be in juvenile court. And number two, these are grown adults you're talking about. Grown adults that made choices to do things to cause this trouble that they've caused themselves. And they don't need a little girl coming and taking up for them. They may have pulled you into it. They may have whined to you, somebody that's in that entity, some family member, some sister, some brother, some cousin, some brother-in-law, somebody. And you feel it's your duty to take up for them. Well, let me tell you something. They are grown adults. And they started this, and they got themselves into this, and they don't need a little girl to take up for them. And if they're putting you up to it, they are sinning. It is wrong. It is unethical for them to pull some child into it to get them to do this. And so you need to realize that they are at fault. You don't understand the whole levity of the whole thing. You don't know what's happened. You don't know all the things that have happened. And so they don't need you to take up for them and straighten things out. I am a grown adult. They're grown adults. I have every right to post this evidence against them and keep on gathering evidence against them. I've got every right to take up for myself and to stand up to them. And one of these days, little girl, you're going to understand what that's really about.